has lived a dynamic life, and she was a woman of numbers before she became a coach. Now she is the founder of a lot of platforms, which she's going to be talking about, but especially when it comes to transformation. If you're in a rut, you're stuck with your career, stuck with just life, there's a reason she gives you to create the purpose that you are born with and should be following, right? And she's also an expert when it comes to motivation and, of course, financing and just generally coaching. Welcome to the show, Mary Karuga.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, DJ, for having me. I'm
welcome.
proud to be here today.
And we're proud to have you.
Yeah.
First things first, you're a woman of money, finance, accounting.
Good.
What was the backstory before you became a coach?
Yeah, good question. And yeah, I'm still a finance person. That's my profession. That's my job. So coaching for me is a passion. It's a purpose in life. And yeah, accounting by itself or anything by itself for so long can become boring. So at some point you feel the need to spice up.
So you got tired of counting people's money?
Not really. As I said, I still do it.
Yes.
But it was boring by itself. I needed something to spice up my life. To feel like I belong, like I need to, it's all about purpose. It's all about impact. So accounting can lock you in a room for years, all by yourself, counting numbers and all that. Well, that is good, and it is sustain somebody for some time. There is an age where you reach and you feel like it's not really hitting that place, So you need something else. You need to get out there and do something else, and that's when I found my purpose in coaching or transforming lives. And here I feel alive. This is what gives me the drive to wake up every morning. Yeah.
Something has to give you a drive to wake up every day.
Sure.
You have a very amazing story from grass to grace.
Sure.
What early experiences did shape you to become the woman that you are and made you become that epitome of light to which other women look up to, or the way you show up to them?
Yeah. Growing up, I come from a very humble background, and I have seen it all, sleeping hungry, that those kind of children who used to only eat chapati during Christmas. Yeah, you went to school without school shoes and anything like that. So yeah, depending on myself started when I was very young. So at age 10, and so we could accompany our mom to go for vibaruas to look for food for the family. And so I developed some resilience, the drive to work and to change my life. One thing I knew for sure, because when I was growing up, we were getting rained on so much. Our house was just a small house. And I was sure that I want to build a house for my mom. That was something that drove me for a very long time.
And were you able to build a house?
Sure.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I was able to build her a house, and that makes me one of the most proud lady alive. And then I watch now other women, and I know we are coming from very, very far. And some of us have never been heard. Some of us have never even been listened to. And we have something inside us that we would like to bring to the world. So I help them to see that we can start from where we are. It does not matter where we are coming from. We can start from here and build something new. Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the biggest mindset or mind shift that somebody has to have, especially that when you're there in a rut, when they want to change their life? For example, the people in their 30s going to the 40s, how do you help them shift their mind from where they are to make them a greater success?
One thing that I found that really works is when we know that we have to do it ourselves. We stop waiting. Stop waiting for rescue. Stop waiting for help. Stop waiting for your uncle, for your mom, for anybody to come pull you from the rut you might find yourself in. And then also knowing that waiting doesn't help. and living in your comfort zone doesn't help. What helps is that one day you wake up and decide, I'm going to do something about my circumstances. I'm going to change this. And you start looking for solutions. Sometimes all we need is to task our brain to look for the solution, and it has the solutions. But we rarely think, what can I do to move myself from where I'm stuck to where I should be? And that is why people like even coaches exist, and trainers, and anyone, a mentor, anyone who can show you how to come from where you are to another place. But sometimes we really celebrate being in a rut. We don't want to show that. We don't want to say that is the truth, but we don't do enough to push ourselves from where we are.
You know, it's a funny thing that you say, that we should be able to tell ourselves that we are our own heroes.
Yeah.
But we have always been waiting for a hero. But thank God I discovered that I'm the hero
You
that needs to be
are.
the hero for myself and show up for myself.
Great.
So they say patience, please. And to some others, you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait. It's like every other person is blessed around you and not you. How do you help women find their crystal clarity to give them direction and purpose and that urge, actually, the drive to actually do or attain that goal or set that target?
Yeah, so crystal clarity is all about knowing what do you really want, you yourself. Unfortunately, we compare, as you're saying, where you're looking at what another person is achieving. They are on their journey, you are on your journey. So your crystal clarity is when actually you get rid of those comparisons, you get rid of trying to be like anybody else, and you sit down with yourself and you ask yourself, if my life were to be the best version of it, how does it look like? And then you start creating it. That is something we are all missing. We are not creating. We are settling and waiting for, I don't know what we wait for. Maybe something will happen and then it will just fall in place. I can assure people that it does not fall in place by itself. We have to wake up and start small, but with clarity. So, for example, for a woman, you can be trying so many things, because we are women, we have so many things that we are waited to do. You are the mom, you are supposed to be, and actually you're supposed to be a good everything. A good mom, a good wife,
A good sister.
a good
auntie,
a good manager,
yes.
a good church lady. Maybe you are a chair lady here and there, a community person. So you find most of the time we spread ourselves so wide. So nothing really works by the end of the day, because we don't have what we call singularity of purpose. What matters most to me? Is it parenting right now? Then give it your all. Is it building a business? Then give it your all. Is it building your career? Give it your all. So that is what crystal clarity means. And as he mentioned, with clarity, with patience, you cannot just think that things will fall in place one day. They take time. They have to be built. You have to watch and just embrace the process. It's never easy, but with time, everything falls in place.
What if the process takes too long?
Yeah, it is your process, as long as you're doing the right thing. Actually, what we teach is have the goal, the vision. Know this is where I'm going. And then start making steps towards it. Now, how long it will take has other determinants, not only you. Because like now, there are market forces. There could be something else that is beyond you. But always, if you are doing the right thing, you yourself, you should appreciate yourself. You should know when to say, I've done what I could have done. Yeah, and maybe it didn't work. And again, not everything is supposed to work. Yeah, sometimes we can have some things that don't work. It's fine. It's life.
It's okay to fail.
It's okay to fail. Yeah, and start again.
Yes.
The worst thing is to really depend on something to the extent if it fails, you fail with it. No, we should just know that is a circumstance that didn't work. But my life continues. If that didn't work, the next question is, what next? Should I be trying? Yeah.
What common mistakes have you seen, especially with the young Kenyan professionals?
So the young mostly is that over dependency on the, like now if they want to develop themselves, they want to depend so much on what is already exists, like a job. So when they don't get the job, they get stuck. They think that is life, that is everything. Like they don't see what else could I have done with my life. But then we are living in an age, especially due to AI and social media and what. We have seen people making a big name out of nothing. Yeah, just somebody leaving their house and deciding to do something for themselves. So for the young professionals, I tell them the ladder broke. Yeah, the ladder that we used to really climb, it is broken. Don't look up to it. Look at how can I help myself. Actually, what works now is to go diverse. Yeah, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things going on. We are living in a gig economy, not climbing ladders. Forget that.
Yes.
Yeah, it won't help.
Yes.
So it's about gig. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. Have more than one profession. That is where we are headed to. Actually, maybe where we already are. So if I were a young professional right now, especially this thing they are calling AI, I would be spending all my time there wanting to know how does it help? What are people doing with it? And there is a lot of opportunities with it. You know, people are still doing things the old way. We need people to come and help us with AI agents, because that's where life is headed, whether we like it or not. So instead of sitting there and waiting, you can toss yourself into the field and start using it to help other organizations, and you get paid. So yeah, so it's all about climbing the career ladder and deciding that this is not the way. Let me spread myself across.
Diversify.
Good.
Okay, everyone has their style of doing things. What is your coaching style, and do you fabricate it depending on the person you're coaching at the moment, or is it just a course that someone joins and the rest of the guys just pick whatever it is skill you want to learn from it?
Coaching, usually it's good to have a structured system. You have to know as a coach, what is my message?
Yeah.
Where do I find my people, at what stage of their life, and where do I want to take them? So that has to be there, and you have to have the milestones that you take them through. But even with that, people will come to you from different aspects of their lives and different stages. So you have to personalize it depending on each and every person. Yeah, and it's also good to know that transformation is not a coach's only, it's not a coach only who offers transformation. To transform somebody's life is not that easy. It requires the hand of God. So you have my coaching style, for example, has a lot to do with me believing that I'm serving. I'm not just here. It's not a business. It's a service. So when you see it like that, then even that intuition and discernment to know this lady is having this challenge. And sometimes even if you called them for this problem, for example, mostly I teach about starting businesses, side hustles. And then maybe a lady comes to me and I design this business will not solve the problem, because the problem maybe it's more than than starting a business, probably emotional or something.
Yes.
So I have to change my whole program, shift it, spend like maybe 2-3 sessions, something that was not in the structure at all, trying to help where the need is. Yeah.
That's good. I struggle with grief, right? And a lot of people also struggle with grief. You were telling me something very interesting of having you had started something of somebody who was grieving a husband. How do you handle grief, or how do you handle somebody who's going through grief?
Yeah, so I do not want to go into the details of that because I'm not a grief coach, but I've had an opportunity to train one. And I always tell her she trained me more than I trained her. Because I met a lady who, a very down-to-earth lady, she had suffered grief. And she wanted to help other ladies who are going through the same. And so we were trying to package, how can you go out there and how can you serve? And we even found there are people called grief coaches. She can get a certification, and she did get that. And she started serving people. So through her, I learned, especially about preparation. For me, it was all about preparation. The thing she told me, the things that are lacking is that everyone thinks we will all live forever.
No, we won't.
So we never prepare for grief.
Yes.
Yeah, so up to there, maybe that's what I can say, but I wouldn't like to go to the details of how to deal with grief. That is not my specification, specialty. Yeah, but it's something I've helped somebody to develop a coaching program that she can offer to other ladies who are grieving.
Okay. What about the gentlemen? We seem to be talking too much about the ladies. Gentlemen, where do you stand?
In terms of grief, truth be told, like I'll just echo what you said. People deal with grief differently depending on your surrounding and how you brought up dealing with situation. It doesn't have to be grief per se. Small like failures, like you said, everyone has to fail.
Yes.
How do you deal with disappointment when you put expectation on people? You start with those small things. But even at a point where you're taught how to express yourself. If you learn how to express yourself, harboring stuff become hard. So you just get that one individual you trust and think, yeah, you can actually put your story not directly, because we know most people are going to judge you, but find a way of telling your story that can comfort you and make you feel better. At the end of the day, harboring I don't think will work, but people deal with their grief differently depending on the situation and the attachment to whatever the grief is.
True.
So let me ask you a question. How do you measure success, and do you have that one story that you can tell out of all the engagements that you've ever done that just gives you that goosebump? You're like, I did it.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I have several stories of ladies who have helped from a very low situation until they become something. Currently, I have a lady who I've been helping who just came to me. She didn't have a job. She had lost her job out of restructuring. And she found herself without a job. And she came to me asking, so now I don't have the money. Even I don't know how I'm going to pay you. But if you can show me something I can do. I'm at home, I am idle, what can I do? And so we worked on, first of all, I help people to find their purpose. There is a process. I ask you a few questions, and through that process you can find, this is my passion, and these are my talents, and this is how I can turn it into a purposeful thing. So she found that she can train actually executives. Where she was already training, but she never took it as something that can pay her. So now we started packaging it, and she opened a training, she calls it a training institution. And this training institution nowadays, she's going even outside Kenya to train. So that is one of the stories that I'm very proud of, that from nothing to an international trainer, an executive trainer. Yeah.
You are the founder of Teveri.
Yeah.
Have I said it correct? Teveri.
Yeah.
And what was it that Teveri was feeling a gap?
Yeah, so Tevri serves a woman who is Mary a few years back. Yeah. So Mary's story is that Mary is an accountant, and she has done this for over 20 years. Then she reaches a point. This thing stops rejuvenating her. It just becomes so blunt. And she wonders, what is this turmoil inside me? She has achieved everything. She has grown. She has achieved her degrees. She has even gotten maybe to the topmost part of the career ladder. But she's feeling empty. So she wonders, what next for me? So that was me a few years back asking that question. What's next for me? Until I met someone, a coach. I went searching for solutions everywhere, and then I met somebody who teaches about purpose. So I went very quickly for them to tell me, what is this purpose? How do you find it? Can it help? And we realized, at this stage, the most important thing is to know what is my purpose in life. And so he helped me to discover it. And I felt that from day one, I could feel something has shifted. I got the fire again. Actually, to the extent, I even started performing at work, because all that feeling of like everything has ended, it also ended. I started feeling alive. there is something I can do. If I wake up tomorrow, I work on this. I started first by writing books. So I wanted actually first to write about getting clarity, because that guy helped me to get clarity on my passions, on my talents, on things that I had buried long time ago. So, and I was able to look into them. Now, when I've done all this and I've even started monetizing, selling that book,
Yes.
I started again formulating step-by-step processes,
Yes.
calling people together. I do webinars a lot, so I call people together. I teach them. I see they are happy. They are accepting. Oh, I said, okay, then this is something that I can do on a wider basis. And I started reaching out to women. And my message was always to them that we don't have to see, especially our midlife, as the end. You know, this age around 40s, 50s there, a woman really gets lost and wonders, what's next for me? So you have done everything you could have done career-wise.
Yes.
You have achieved some of your small goals here. You have your home now. Your children are done. They have gone out of school. So you wonder, now I'm here, what is next for me? So filling that gap, that is a gap that I found, that there are so many ladies out there who are wondering, so what next for me? And just to show them, can you discover something that is inside you, and especially an experience, something you have gone through, and come and help other ladies or other people out here who are going through the same challenge. Yeah, so that is mostly how I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, mine is simple. How do you best advise someone who's been looking for a job, maybe for an year and above, and how best can they stand out in this competitive interview on this field when they're searching for jobs?
You know, when I started as a career coach. 2017-18. I was helping people to package their CV, revamp, write all these CVs, send CVs out. And to an extent that works, but to some extent I saw there are so many forces that determines whether you get a job or not. Especially in our market, the competition itself. I've been in recruitment processes myself, and you see, just for one position, you are getting over 300 CVs. So that is like 0.03% of a chance. So, and if that is the reality on the ground, I find it, I do not again keep on telling somebody, look for a job. I like telling people, whatever you know, if you know accounting, is there a way you can try to employ yourself? If you know legal services, is there a way you can try to employ yourself? Because there is somebody out there who cannot afford to pay lump sum or big amount for the same service that is offered everywhere. So for these people who, us, when we are suffering, we don't have jobs, we can reach out to those people, like SMEs, and help them with these services that we already know how to do. And charge something small, but now you benefit from volumes. You are serving like 10 SMEs instead of looking for one employer.
One job, yes.
Because you can look forever. Yeah.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Destiny's Child, Independent Woman.